I am a microphone killer. 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 My third eye vision is optical. Bird's opposition like suspension from the ceiling and mission impossible. I shine at the lightest hours. The bright devour hit you from the Eiffel Tower with a sniper rifle's power. Life is sour, so I'm bucking my face. Walk around cussing and crazy like hood niggas with guns in their waist. Speak now or be passed out. We lay the smack down on whack clowns who back down from rap rounds with act rounds. So why you acting hard? I make you jump higher than crisscross on a trampoline after shock with a cattle prod. Lost your mind, I hope you find it. Put a survivable hole in your head, the rest of your life you'll be open-minded. Weak MCs don't speak to me, you couldn't reach or see my frequency equally with Dennis Cade seeking me. Recently, teaching me is not to be done easily impressed. I speak with these frequencies equivalent to
I am a microphone killer. 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 I am a microphone.
What's going on? What's going on? All right, you know what time it is. You know what rhyme it is. I'm the gracious host, A6. We are live in direct, live in effect. It is a Sunday. Day was pretty nice earlier. It started raining a little later on, but after that, it was pretty chill. Wasn't too hot. It was pretty decent over here on the East Coast. Make sure you guys pick up your your certificates. It is on gold border paper, sir. So if you would, or ma'am, if you would like one, please reach out to me. We can arrange that. That is hanging up in the office. So yes, indeed, I thought that was very entertaining. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff done this weekend, man. I got a lot of unwinding done. I even had a nationals meeting today. It was pretty nice because we met in the area where the spring was, where we usually get water from. And dude, we had a chance to really ground, you know what I mean, hold on to a tree and have a great conversation, man. We talked for about 2 hours. You know what I mean? Just straight up talking about different topics. And it was cool because a lot of people that came through, they might be watching now because there was a few people I had given the channel to. So if you're watching, shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, the regular viewers and anybody who's new. But yeah, man, some of this information we were exchanging, dude, it was great because random people were coming back and forth, getting water, and they were chatting with us, and they was giving us their. I even learned a herbal remedy. Guy said, there's a plant he had picked, and he gave it to me. He said, yeah, you can actually use this if you have a skin irritation or something. You can actually use this for your skin. I forgot what the plant was called, but I went ahead and used a mortar and pestle, and I grounded it up, and I saved the juices and all that in the jar. So, you know what I mean? Those natural remedies are the way to go. Who we got in the chat? Truth is here. What's up, man? What's good, champ? Good to see you here. I took your advice, by the way, Truth. I'm just waiting on the information to come back. Civic Maker, what up? Perfect attendance as usual. My man Tony. Yes, sir. What up, Tony? Mounting Flame is in the house. That's what it is. Good to see you here. Adriana, I haven't heard from you in a while, and that's criminally wrong. What's up with you? What's good? ACOG is in the house. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. You gotta get up on the channel, man. You gotta let your channel be known, man. Let the Nationals come support you, fam. Alfonso, what up? What up? What up? Keith, what up? What up? What's good, Tony? Yo, so anybody, if you guys haven't seen the video I posted, anybody who hasn't received, or let's be real, none of you guys received your shirts yet. I just mailed them out on Thursday, I believe it was. So you should be seeing them sometime this coming week, depending on how close you are to Maryland. There's a gentleman who was in Hawaii, I believe it was Jared. He might not get his till like Thursday or Friday, but the rest of you guys should be getting yours reasonably soon. Again, depending on how close you live to Maryland. But yes, sir. Yep. But yeah, I got them all sent out priority mail. I even dropped a few goodies, extra goodies in there for you guys. Every size you guys asked for. I told you guys I had blue and white, so that's the only two colors I have right now. Once I get rid of these, I'll go ahead and get some different colors. A lot of people were asking for black. People were asking for red, gray. I ain't got all that yet. Working on it. But yeah. So if these move, I'll work on getting some more. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's get to it, shall we? What the hell am I doing? I didn't press the wrong button. All right. Let's get right to it. Well, you know what? First, let me let me address this. I actually had to before we even go there, I had to actually kick people out of Bad Wolves group. Some of you guys may have been watching, maybe watching that were in the group. Some reason the Telegram group was off the chain today, and I had to ban like 4 people because it turned into a little ass kid shouting match where you got a bunch of people calling them each other stupid and stuff like that. Yo, what are we talking about, man? We discuss remedies and working together. And you guys are bringing negative energy to the groups. So I ended up having to ban a few people from Bad Wolves group. To which, if you guys didn't know, I am an admin, and he's multiple times said, "Joe, if people are out of line, I need you to go ahead and handle it because I ain't always got time to be on there watching people." So I went ahead and had to lay the ban hammer on the dude. Actually, 4. So this one guy hops in my inbox. He's like, "Y'all on some bullish. Y'all do this, that, and the third. Somebody's talking about crypto. I think you guys support that fake money, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Bro, you got banned because you were bickering back and forth, and I warned y'all twice. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to knock that stuff off. If y'all want to argue or whatever, create a whole separate group and go argue over there. But don't bring that energy over there, man." But this guy proceeded to send me 30 messages, to which I read none of them because I ain't got time for that. So to that gentleman out there, y'all already know what's up. I haven't done this in a while. But get your violins up. Let me see them violins in the chat. All right, play that man of the the world's tiniest violin song for his outrage of getting kicked out of a group for bickering like a damn high schooler. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time for that. There's too much other stuff going on, and people want to be acting like children. So if you act like a child, you get put in time out, and that's what it is. So yeah, moving on. Let's see. What is the first order of business? Let's take a look at this multi-billion-dollar what is this thing called? It's like a sphere type deal. They call it an exosphere. But this is a multi-billion-dollar exosphere. I'm not even sure what part of town it's supposed to be in Las Vegas. I'm not sure what part it is in though. I don't think it's in the gambling district, if I'm not mistaken. It's got to be somewhere else. But if you look at this thing, it looks. I can't play the music because obviously they'll start bugging over copyrights. But if you look at this thing looks a lot like that art. They were talking about that China was supposed to be making an artificial sun, and it just makes me wonder if it's something like what we're looking at right here. Now, this thing is actually a building fixture that's is basically made to look like it's on top of some kind of fixture of building or something like that. But it's basically a screen projector. So it can look like anything they want it to look like. For instance, let's go ahead and play this video. So it looks like some kind of warped out tunnel right here, which is very interesting. Imagine riding by and seeing something like this. You know what I'm saying? It's a hell of a distraction on the road. And right now it looks like Mars. And then they've got another video where again I can't play what it's talking about because they'll strike the video. But they can put messages on it. You know what I'm saying? Fireworks celebrations, the United States of America war flag, all kinds of paintball stuff like that. And then there's one. This one was the most interesting one I saw because they actually made this thing look like a freaking moon, which is crazy. And it looks crazy when you're riding past on a train. It looks out of space, like it's crazy. But listen, all of this damn money they spending on this balloon, yet they keep telling people, or excuse me, not even money, but fiat and credits or whatever you want to call it, and they telling people, you know what I'm saying? There's an inflation, this, that, and the third, it's all BS, but multi-billion-dollar project. And it says this multi-billion-dollar exosphere is almost complete. The 15,000 plus seat venue will put on concerts boxing, and MMA, as well as other sporting events. So this is actually, it looks like an arena of sorts. You can actually go in this thing and watch events, it looks like, from what I'm seeing here. That's crazy. That is interesting. So it just makes me wonder, man, what will they be having planned for something of that nature? Because you know what I'm saying? Anytime they put something of that magnitude in play, there's always a reason for it. You know what I mean? There's always a reason for it. All right, let me check the comments. Dio, what's up? What's good with you? What up? What up? What up? Yes, indeed. Of course, gotta protect the energy, man. People ain't come for that. Y'all laughing about it. You're out of here. Yeah, damn right. He gone. People calling it a portal. Yeah, yo, the first video projector screen thing they had on the outside of it was interesting because it looked like it was a portal. But if you look at the moon, I can't remember what the time frame was, but this guy, he focused his telescope on the moon. And when he focused it on the moon, he said as when the time lapsed, it looked like there was like a wave going past the moon as if it was like a film projector or something like that. Like it was a video screen, but there was like a some kind of wave going past the moon every so often. And it just makes me wonder if this is the kind of technology we might be looking at. You know, you got a lot of people that are saying the moon wasn't around until a certain year. Now I can't remember what the year was on that because I never researched it. But I know somebody on here was saying that the moon didn't arrive until like some BC or something. I don't know. That's not something I ever looked into, but it kind of makes me wonder if it's the same technology. They had the exact same thing in Iron Man 2. I gotta watch that again. I gotta watch that again. Dude, I gotta watch that again. That's crazy. How much electric is that thing using? Right. Right. Pro 777. The lunar wave. Okay. Yeah, right. That might have been what it was, the lunar wave, right. Yes, indeed. But it was like, yo, there's a wave that drops past the moon every so often. And some people were saying it looks like it's a like some kind of video screen or something, you know. Interesting stuff. But yeah, I'm just interested to see what they'll be actually using that thing for. Let's get this lighting right, man. What's up with this lighting? This lighting is all over the place. I look light as hell. There we go. That's a little better. Too damn dark. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Everybody is followers.
It's an all too familiar sight around Philadelphia, the so-called shiesty mask. The ski mask became extremely popular among some teens and young men during the height of COVID. What is the reason, do you believe, that they would still wear them even if it's hot or warm outside?
I don't know what the purpose is. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me.
Now SEPTA is saying no more. It's banning this style of mask from its stations, buses, and trains. We walked around with officers tonight, and it didn't take long for them to encounter a man wearing one. He took it off right away. The new initiative started this week.
There is no legitimate reason, pandemic withstanding, no legitimate reason to wear a full head covering in public for anything.
As officers walked around the SEPTA station across from City Hall, some ripped their mask off before they were told to make the move. We caught up with one man wearing his today.
It's an urban mask. You know what I'm saying? We from Philly, like every city wear these. It's a style for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Some people got real problems going on, so they be wearing them.
He tells NBC 10 the shiesty mask is the style, but understands why others are nervous with all the robbing and shooting going on in the city.
And to those folks who may stereotype you and look at you funny when you're wearing that, what you want to say to them?
Judge yourself. Don't judge me. You don't know what I'm doing.
All right. So it seems that they just can't seem to figure out what the hell the Constitution means or any of the Bill of Rights. Like, they just can't seem to get it right for some reason. Like, listen, first they tell people you can't come in here unless you're wearing a mask. You can't work unless you take the poke. You know what I'm saying? Now they're telling people You can't wear a mask. Yo, make your mind up, man. Easy money, man. Listen, bro. For anybody that's walking around Philly, you know what I'm saying? I encourage you, please study your constitution because y'all leaving money out there on the table by not yoking these dudes up with all kinds of case law and putting a smackdown on them in federal court for violating your First Amendment because they cannot tell you, you know what I'm saying, how to dress in public. That's crazy. And then the crazy thing about it is some place like the let's say for instance, some place like um yeah, the subway, for instance. You know what I'm saying? That is paid for by the state's money or the state's funds, which is basically taken from people's state taxes. Okay. Technically, if you want to be really technical, they cannot tell you how to dress in a subway. You know what I mean? It's the same. And it's crazy because the First Amendment is not one of those things that you can just ignore. You know, you can watch First Amendment auditors all the time and police getting in trouble for arresting. I seen a police officer detain this guy, put handcuffs on him. Sergeant came and told him he was free to go. This guy took it to the state and sued him. And he got a lawyer and all that. He sued him. They ended up settling out for like 75K quickly. They was flat out wrong. You know what I mean? And this is why they count on people not knowing their rights. If I was in Philly, I don't even wear them damn things, but I put one on just to be like, I'm not taking it off. Now what? I dare you to arrest me. Go ahead and violate my First Amendment and my Fourth Amendment. I dare you. You know what I'm saying? Easy money. You guys put the right paperwork on their ass, they'll settle out real fast. You're gonna have to go to federal though, because the state, they're not trying to give you any remedy at the state level. They don't even follow the Constitution at the state level for the most part. They basically mimic federal court to a degree, and they pretend it's like a kangaroo court type deal where they pretend, you know what I'm saying, that they're following some kind of procedure when really they're not. Because with a lot of different situations, you're not even really supposed to have to go in. If they were really following federal law, you can actually go in by writing, and that's a very common practice in federal law to actually make a notice of appearance by writing, and you can do that. You can do a whole entire case without even have to go in, without even having to go in. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's the whole thing with that. So like, yo, it is a clear violation, and they just can't. It's always these weird cities, and I get what they're saying, like, oh, there's a bunch of shootings, this, that, and the third. Yo, meanwhile, y'all got police all over the place, and y'all worried about shootings. Like, yo, y'all got police everywhere in the damn subways. You saw the videos, police walking around everywhere telling people to take masks off. Who the hell is really going to start a shooting in front of the damn police? That's just retarded. You know, that don't make any sense at all. So now I think it's just more overstep, more overreach, people not knowing their rights. You know what I'm saying? The guy just took his mask off because he didn't want no smoke with the police. But yo, this is the type of stuff they do to you, man, when you don't know your rights. You see the Pentagon is acknowledging the aliens. Yeah, they acknowledged the aliens last year, I think. They coming out and acknowledging them. But like I said, bro, whenever the government is telling you something, it's probably not true. You know what I mean? Or it's not as simple as they making it out to be. You cannot tell the people what to wear. Exactly. Exactly. This is the whole and listen, I was against the whole mask thing because you can't force people to wear masks. You can't force people not to wear them either. Like my whole thing was like, yo, it's your choice. Now I may clown people for riding in the car with a mask on by themselves because it's funny to me. But at the end of the day, it's their right to wear one. You know what I'm saying? It's their right to wear one. And who are they hurting by wearing it? Nobody but themselves. That's up to you. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. It's crazy. Do they have the contract? Do they have a contract you sign expressly banning certain clothes masks? Precisely. Precisely. My trust indenture demands I wear whatever makes me exactly or makes me happy. Yep. 100%. But yeah, that's crazy to me, man, because you know it's always the democratic cities. They just can't seem to figure out what the hell a constitution means. They don't know what it means. They don't know what the Bill of Rights means, any of that stuff. They keep passing these statutes, these policies, and policy is not law. You know what I'm saying? You go into to a courthouse, the policy is no video recording. Meanwhile, these asshats got a damn camera right in the top of the ceiling recording the whole entire lobby. Like, hold on. It's no recording, but y'all can record? All the police officers walking around with body cams, but you telling me I can't exercise my First Amendment right, protected right? Got you. You know what I mean? But this more is more than nonsense. Policy does not trump law. Policy is color of law. Okay, the Constitution is the law of the land. The end. Marbury versus Madison, 1803 says any law that is repugnant to the Constitution of the United States of America is null and void on its face. So all of that crap right there is optional for you to follow, technically. And I'm a technical kind of guy for the most. Oops. I'm a technical kind of guy for the most part. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Let's take a look at this right here. Let's talk about some traffic.
A lot of y'all travel, a lot of y'all like to be on the road, and a lot of y'all get hotels and Airbnbs. But what I need y'all to know is this is a list of hotels. You got the Hilton, the Wyndham, the Days Inn, the Super 8, Best Western, Red Lion, Marriott, Choice Hotels, Extended Stay America, and Motel 6. What do all these hotels have in common? They're all being sued right now for human trafficking. They have been participants in human trafficking. But wait, that's not all. In some of these hotels, they have found tunnels in the closets that go underground that led to missing children. Hey, do your own research. As you can see right here, the lawsuit has been filed against major hotel companies, including these, for allowing trafficking to occur on their property and profiting from human trafficking. Also, these hidden cameras have been found in a lot of these hotels as well. The traffickers use these cameras to spy on you and to see who they can kidnap. This is a coat hanger. This is a camera that looks like a plain screw. You would never know. People, you have to check your rooms for cameras. Also be aware of hotels that offer free shampoo and some conditioners, because a lot of these containers will have shampoo in them, but the base of the container is a whole camera system. So be careful at Airbnbs and at hotels everywhere. You can actually buy a device that will scan the room and let you know if there are cameras in the room. And it will show you where the cameras are. And for reference, this is a hotel in Florida that had a hole in the closet that they went through and they found children way down that tunnel where they would kidnap people that checked into these hotels.
Yeah, but inside this 3-star motel, this what really freaked me out up here by the front door. Not this. See the left me, bro. This what freaked me out. Right by the front door. The fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That's some creepy, fucked up shit. Now, how a bitch supposed to feel safe? There it is. There you go.
Survivors of human trafficking now are fighting back now more than ever, and not just against the traffickers, but the businesses they say made their money off their own misery.
The hotel employees here allegedly ignored the red flags and visible injuries and cashed the profits from human trafficking.
This doesn't surprise me at all. The Marriott, Hilton, and other hotels sued over alleged sex trafficking activity. So basically, these major hotels we support are turning a blind eye, possibly even involved. Here are some helpful tips to protect you and your family from human sex trafficking and being targeted. Protect yourself from doxing. Post vacation pics when you get home. Always travel in groups, never single. Don't leave kids in hotels if you don't know the staff. Never talk with strangers when traveling, and always watch your surroundings. Watch for people in hotel lobbies not to be followed. And move cautiously if any vans pull up by your car. Never, ever let anyone get you into a vehicle. Always use all your weight falling to the ground.
This is one of the most horrendous things that's happening in today's, daily world that we have going on.
Columbus attorney Stephen Babin says Ohio is the fourth largest state in the country for human trafficking, and more than 95% of it happens in hotels.
It's a problem that's been in the hospitality industry forever.
Babin has filed more than 40 individual lawsuits against 6 hotel companies, including Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, Red Roof Inns, and Choice Hotels International, for allowing trafficking to occur on their property and profiting from human trafficking.
You have horror stories where people are handcuffed to toilets and hotel staff comes in and nobody does anything about it.
The ability to yank the license if there's a significant number of police runs, if there's a significant number of violence and crime, if there is evidence of human trafficking that is persistent and not addressed.
Klein says he believes the owners should be held accountable.
They're the ears on the ground. They're the eyes on the activity that's happening, and they see all of this transpiring right in front of their eyes.
Man, where do I start? Sheesh. Bruh, listen, man. That's crazy, okay? Bruh, hotel, if you really stop and think about it, hotels are inherently weird, okay? You go to a place where you have no idea who has been in that room, what they were into. You know what I mean? People sleep on the bed and stuff like that, dude. You don't know if them sheets were changed regularly like they should have been. They just inherently odd, man. And if it's a situation like you staying in a place like that, you know what I mean? They've got goddamn tunnels underneath the ground. That is completely screwed up. This is what I would say to you guys, all right? And I've heard horror stories about B&Bs too. B&Bs, I've heard stories about them putting cameras in certain areas, and they were saying, well, is that illegal for them to put a camera in it because it's their property technically? So that's a gray area with the B&Bs, but that is completely odd, man. So this is what I'm gonna say to you guys, all right? All my people out here watching, please be very careful. Make sure you guys keep your family very close. And please, by all means, there is a amendment in the Constitution, Bill of Rights, that protects your right to protect your family. And that's what I'm going to say. So always make sure you prepared, man, in any way possible, because you know what I mean? Never go out like that. That's messed up. I remember back in the day, we was younger, bro. Like that's what Hostel was about. And you remember that movie Hostel, where the boys went to Amsterdam to go take a trip, and they all wanted these girls. One dude ended up getting split up from the party, and he ended up getting I'm not gonna say the word, but he ended up getting taken basically, and he ended up in a real bad situation. That's completely screwed up. But my young people out here, man, guys in their 20s, I know I got a few younger cats who watch these videos, man. When y'all out here moving around, please be very careful. I know y'all chasing the skirts and all that stuff, man. It's a different era, bro. Be extremely careful. You can't even just go back to a chick's house no more. You can't even just go back to a hotel with it. It ain't that simple no more, man. Them days is done. And my thing is, yo, the police and all of these government officials who knew about this, because let me be honest with you, that's I promise you that's not even the 10th time that's happened and they got caught doing that. Them hotels and stuff like. You think them hotels? This is the first time them hotels got caught? No. Red Roof was on the list in 2 different situations at least twice, and the lawyer said he filed like 10 lawsuits. You know what I'm saying? Different counts, the different cases. Wyndham Hotel, Red Roof Inn. Dude, please be very careful when y'all moving around like this. And all my ladies that are watching, y'all need to go. Listen, I don't want to hear none of that feminist bullshit. You need a man, all right? Get yourself a man that can protect you, and get yourself a man that's knowledgeable. You know what I'm talking about? One that's going to be able to actually hold it down for you, and start traveling with a man. All right, we got to let go of that. I don't need a man stuff. That's done. Because obviously, the way they moving like that. You need a man, okay? When y'all moving with groups, y'all need to stay with the group. Don't be breaking off from the group. You know what I'm saying? Don't be drinking. Don't ever leave your drink unattended. If you go to a bar or something like that, you got your drink. Make sure your drink is like this at all times. If you put your drink down and turn away from it, it's not your drink anymore. Period. Don't ever leave your drink unattended. I've seen people do it in public. And what I'll do is, and everybody ain't like me. If somebody leave their drink, I'll watch their drink for them. You know what I'm saying? Make sure ain't nobody doing no sideways stuff. But everybody's not like me. You might have some guy that be like, shit, go ahead. You know what I mean? And it might not even be because you're a woman. It might be a dude doing it to another dude. You know what I mean? Like, organs is organs in some cases. So listen, please take care of yourselves, man. Please take care of yourself out here. It's crazy out here. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. I just want y'all to have y'all guard up. Jacob says, what the programming, which needs to program, and what are they programming the mind to watch the food you feed it, or you will get reduced lunch served. Word, facts. Throw this one up in the stories if you don't mind, the human trafficking Instagram post. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that, man. I'm going to have to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that as a matter of fact, because people need to watch that shit, man. People need to be aware of what's going on, because it is ridiculous that all of these, and again, money is being passed. Let's not get it twisted. They getting paid to look the other way. Listen, I remember back when there was a Patapsco flea market here in Baltimore, and all of you guys have flea markets where y'all live. They all do the same thing. You can go buy yourself some bootleg Jordans or some, bootleg name brand designer clothes. Buy a bunch of knockoff. Back in the day, you buy DVD. We used to buy DVDs for all of you young heads. We would go buy DVDs or whatever like that. And the DVDs themselves, you used to be able to go to Patapsco Flea Market and you can get like 10 movies for like $20. Bootleg movies. Yeah, they might be counterfeit movies, but the same token, you getting a bang for your buck type deal. So, this was going on for a while. Patapsco Flea Market had been open for a long time. I remember seeing a news article that Patapsco Flea Market got raided for counterfeit, counterfeit products, because they were knockoff and it was like an infringement or something like that on copyright. And it was bootleg DVDs or something, some kind of something, whatever the statute or code is for that. But yeah, the police officers ran up in there. And I'm like, it was like, yeah, they've been doing an investigation for 3 years. Y'all been investigating for 3 years. They ain't been hiding. What you investigating? You can literally go in there. I seen police in the flea market in uniform. Like, y'all weren't investigating nothing. Y'all just stopped getting that money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stopped getting that cash under somebody was late on a couple payments. You know what I mean? That's how it works with them corporations. That's all corporate, man. All corporate, man. But them payments ain't made. Now it's a problem. Now it's public. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's great info. Yes, indeed. Up until a few years ago, all traffic people went through Ohio. Ohio is a problem. Listen, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's sad too, man. I was looking through an IRS manual just yesterday because I was doing some stuff with that. And the amount of children they had in there, they mostly Latinos though. But the amount of children, man, that were taken, bro, it was sad, yo. It was depressing. Like, I wanted to stop looking at it, man. It's depressing. A requirement for evil to be successful is good men and women sitting on their hands doing nothing. Precisely. You know what I mean? Listen, we are the people, man. All we got is us. You know what I'm saying? We got to look out for each other. And I tell you guys, man, go do a random act of kindness. You know what I mean? Go out there and do something for your fellow man. You know, dude, that's you guys' challenge. I challenge everybody who's watching this video. There's 36 of you guys. I challenge everybody watching this video to go do a random act of kindness this week. You know what I'm saying? If you see somebody that needs help, try to help them if you can. One act of kindness this week, and then report next Sunday. We're gonna talk about it. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, we got to put that energy out there because the evil is trying to beat us. Kidnapping is lucrative in tourism. It's sad, man. It's sad. Listen, yo, when y'all going out of town, out of these countries, bro, y'all need to make sure y'all know where the embassy is. Y'all need to make sure y'all know what's going on around you. You know what I mean? Because people watching you. They sizing you up. No matter if you see them or if you don't, they watching and they sizing you up. Be very careful where you go. Everything and everyone is for sale. That's why I brought it. Yeah. You got the bed joint. You got the bed joint, huh? The one to make a bed do a backflip. Yo said he got a 10 mm. Sheesh. Yo said he got to load his joint up with 2 hands. I'm not mad at that, Lawrence. Organs. Exactly, Rick. Exactly, Rick. Exactly. Copyright infringement. Right. Exactly. It's not Ohio. It's the Interstate I-75. I live in northern Kentucky. This has always been the East Coast transit point back to the days of the Underground Railroad. Word. Mexico is a trafficking gateway. Mexico is another issue, too. Mexico is another issue. Yeah, Mexico, they got some serious problems over there. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's sickening, man. I just look, take care of your families, man. Take care of your neighbors. Get clicked in, man. Reach out to connect with your nationals. How many of you guys connected with the nationals in your area? I'm curious. You got 34 people watching. I need to hear from everybody watching. How many of you guys connected with the nationals in your area? How many of y'all connected with the nationals in your area? I got to know that, man, because we need to stick together. How many of y'all connected with the nationals in your area? Alfonso says during the Masters in Augusta, Georgia, it's a big problem. Really? Shit, most of them dudes that play golf rich anyway, though. I wouldn't be surprised if they had something to do with all that weird stuff, man. You know what I mean? How many of y'all connected with nationals in your area, man? We gotta connect. We gotta know what's up. My man says, I'm in Jersey. I'm not a national. I'm not a national, but I'm the only national. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. But yeah. There's a few people from Jersey, though, that be in here, man. Here and there. I've seen at least 3. So you ought to join the Foreign National News Network Telegram group and connect with nationals in your area, man. Create your own Telegram, you know what I mean? And stay in touch. Know what's going on around your town. You know what I'm saying? Share these videos, too, because the information in here can help you guys out. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let me show you guys this video. This is from on a lighter note. This is from Mr. Sky High. This dude's hilarious. He always makes me laugh, and sometimes I need to laugh to enjoy myself because sometimes the news is not even the news, but the stuff I read, like the stuff we just talked about just a second ago, is depressing. But take a look at this. This is what this guy up in New York is doing. Mayor Adams, I think his name is, in New York. Let's see what this guy's talking about doing. If I can play the video, hold on. Let me play. Let me get this situated. Hold up. All right, here we go. Let me share it to you guys. All right, take a look at this guy. And this is why this guy's a joke. This is why New York, and Tony will tell you, New York is in deep shit right now, and it's going to be in deep shit.
Wants to grow cannabis on NYCHA rooftops. Do you support the idea? You want to grow what in the where? You shit me? So you want to get rid of drill rap, but you want to grow weed on the projects, on the roof at that. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit is gonna be at somebody's crib the next morning. The fuck? You're gonna have to have heavy security up there. And even if you do, motherfuckers is definitely turning into Spider-Man to go get that. Like I'm kind of confused. You want to grow weed in the hood? That doesn't sound like a good idea to me. Feel me? Go ahead, do it. You feel me? Maybe my plug is cheaper work. Feel me? I'm just saying, but make it make sense, bro. People definitely gonna be up there. It's gonna be a war. You trying to turn the projects into New Jack City?
Hilarious. My man said the dude is Mayor Adams is expending efforts to grow cannabis on the roof in the hood in New York. I can't wait to read the news articles. That's all I'm saying to you guys. I cannot wait to read the news articles when this happens because I promise you every day it's going to be something hilarious taking place. Here in Maryland, if you guys weren't here last week when I did the video, they actually just recreationally made cannabis legal for use. So you can walk in the store and you can buy cannabis items. You can buy plants, a jar of herb or whatever. You can buy edibles. You know, they even got drinks and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they just made that legal here. So a lot of people have been going. You can even do 2 plants. I think the limit is 2 plants, up to 2 plants in your house or something like that. So a lot of people be like, yo, do you know about, you hear about the, yeah, I heard about it, I know about it. But yeah, they're starting to make it pretty much legalized everywhere. But this is what I'm gonna tell you guys about that chem weed. All right, be very careful when you're moving around with that chem weed, because I'm telling you that shit ain't natural. The stuff they're using to grow that, you know what I mean, it's all kinds of extra crap they put in it. I promise you. You know, it's pesticides, all that stuff is sprayed with. It's not 100% organic. So grown from the soil is always going to be your best option, in my opinion. You know, and this is for informational purposes only. I do not take part in any illegal activity. I do not recommend anything. I'm just saying, just for informational purposes, I take no responsibility for anything that you hear on this particular or any of my videos, and do yourself. I bear no responsibility for such. This is just entertainment and information. All right. And that's what it is. And that's the way we move. All right, let's get these comments up. Social Touch says, any nationals from PA in here? There's a couple of this is what I'm talking about. Y'all ask me stuff like that, but it's nationals that be in here, y'all, from these places. There's at least 4 nationals in here from PA. I've done consultations with at least 4 nationals from PA. So yes, there's nationals in there. Yeah, there's nationals here. It's quiet. I'm another American citizen in New Jersey. I'm in Patterson. Check that, man. You call yourself an American citizen, but you got the lowercase c, bro. Go read damn, what is it? I should know this by heart. Because I want you to know this, though. I think it's Article 4. Let me double check that. Hold on. I should know this by heart. Yeah, Article 4, Section 2, Clause 1. Article 4, Section 2, Clause 1 of the Constitution. And look at the way the letters are written in that in the sentence. Look at the way the letters are written. Look what's capitalized and what isn't, because it matters. It matters. It matters a lot. You know what I'm saying? And the way you just wrote that, you got to read that, man. Article 4, Section 2, Clause 1. Oh, excuse me. Section 3, Clause 1. Yep. Article 4, Section 3, Clause. Wait a minute. Hold on. I said it right the first time. I'm tripping. Article 4, yep. Section 2, Clause 1. Yeah, I said it right the first time. Read that. General delivery. All right. That's what's up. I like that. Mayor Adams knows the hood will protect the rooftops. Listen, man. Mayor Adams is a goofball. I doubt that mofo is even human. A lot of these dudes, if you look at them, they look weird. That's all I'm gonna say about that. What up, Tony? Tony, my man said facts. Tony know what's up. They're gonna be using them grappling hooks. Yeah, they're gonna be using those. Remember the joints Batman and Robin used to use on the old Batman and Robin show where they had a bam boom when they hit them, and they use that little thing with the 4 metal edges that curve, and they throw it up on top of the building. They be climbing the side of the building. That's what they're gonna be using. Wolf, what up, man? What up? What up? What up? What up? Yes, indeed. My man Wolf in the house. They trying to turn everyone into fiends out here. They're robbing the weed stores every day in New York. Damn, really? I'm not surprised, though. I'm not surprised. I think a couple of them got hit out here a few times, too. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. My man's right. Link up, man. Link up. Landon Lay. What up? What up? What up, Tom? What's good, champ? Your shirt should be on. I think you got a shirt. Yeah. Your shirt should be on the way too, man. Being a national is a lifestyle. No one needs to tell you you are one. If you can't act like one, then you're not. Boom. Listen, that is a perfect explanation as to what a national is. Perfect explanation. If you're not moving like a national, you're not a national. No matter what paperwork you got filed. That's why I like, somebody can give you a template and you can use the template all day, but if you can't stand on that, you know what I mean? You can't go in there and you can't stand on that in a court situation, or if you're dealing with police or anybody, if you can't stand on that, man, you pretty much going to have the same struggles as a regular U.S. citizen or somebody that resides in the state. All good, champ. That's what I'm here for. Big Bad Wolf has a dope website. Yeah, the blacksite32.com. Go check that out, man. You get all your good documents from there. And go subscribe to Bad Wolf. I'm pretty sure all of you guys are subscribed to Bad Wolf. If you're not, please go do that. James C. Lovett is his channel. It's on YouTube. Do that. Subscribe. Show that man some love because he puts a lot of time into this for you guys. A lot of time and effort. Yes, I use it as place of address, as you should. Boule Puppet Mayor. Facts. 100% Boule. There's a dude. The Boule regime is they're at least 100 deep, I think. It's at least 100 of them. There's ones you don't see, and then there's ones you do see. You know what I'm saying? Roland Martin is definitely a Boule mofo. You know what I'm saying? Just about every black governor and mayor that's not Republican. I remember that mayor that put that article. I think he lost. But that mayor that put that article out there, he was governor. I think he was running for governor. And he put that article out where he was like talking about angry Democrats and they was in Klan hoods or something like that. And he was like, I support the Second Amendment because you need the Second Amendment to protect your family when there's 30 angry Democrats outside in sheets that don't want to see you. It was crazy. He actually put that out there, man. He lost though, man, sadly enough. Mayor Moore in Baltimore is trying to change things. Man, Mayor Moore, dude. Mayor Moore in Baltimore. Listen, man. Don't even get me. All I'm gonna say, he looked like a lizard to me. And that's all I'm gonna say. General delivery is a location, not an address. Understand the difference. Listen, and this is where people get screwed up. You use general delivery in place of the address. You don't live at general delivery. You know what I mean? And this is, I've seen somebody do this goofy shit and get in trouble. You can't do that. General delivery is go on the USPS website and read what it says for general delivery. Read it. I've read it to you guys like 4 times. Not doing it again. For anybody who's new to it, go on the USPS website and read the purpose of general delivery. All right. If you can't read that purpose of general delivery, don't do anything else until you read more, because you don't have enough knowledge to know what you're doing. And there's no fix if you don't know what you're talking about. That's why the police try you, because they want to see if you know what you're talking about. Your paperwork looks good, but what do you know? You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. Smith is Boule. Yes. LeBron James is Boule. You know, and just about all of them are, man. So-called black gatekeepers are also known by the Divine Nine. Yeah, absolutely. You know, they can determine and control who makes it and who don't, who makes it past a certain point. You know what I'm saying? If you don't play ball, you're not getting on. A lot of them in fraternities. No knock to my fraternity people. I ain't in no fraternity, but no knock to any of them. But a lot of them are in fraternity. Let's call it what it is. This is why when the Colin Kaepernick thing happened in 2014 or 15 or something like that. That's why when that happened, like I was at that time I bought into it hook, line, and sinker. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was like, screw the NFL, man. They don't care about the black man's struggles, blah, blah, blah. I was on the same tip. And then it was like, Colin Kaepernick is a capper, right? And I was like, word? Like, yeah, he's a cap, I believe. I was like, interesting. I just thought it was, and I was like, why aren't the Cappers saying anything about their brother out there like this? Silence. That at that point, I knew something was up. And then I started to look deeper into all this information. I was like, this motherfucker, he bought and paid for it too. All of it is a show. It's all a show. Yes, it is. Telegram is a must. It's a Divine Nine. Yep. Yes, indeed. Yeah, if you don't join that group, it's only but so far you can get. There's been countless rappers that have come out and have banger hits and stuff like that. And one hit wonder. You don't play ball, you don't get on. Cassidy was a perfect example for any of my hip hop fans who remembers Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain level they ain't let him get past. He wasn't willing to play ball. It's either you're willing to play ball or you're not. All right, let's move on. All right, this is from Saving Sovereignty on Instagram. This guy's got some great information. Go follow him. Tell him A6 Grind Time sent you. I've been trying to get this guy on a YouTube channel, but New York cats are real standoffish for the most part. So he wasn't really with it. So it's all good though. Go check him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, parents, please share and save this information. It's going to be very crucial in protecting the rights of your children now and in the future. Allow me to introduce you to the doctrine of parents patrick. Now, I've been speaking about this doctrine for quite some time now.
I'm going to have to dead that because he got that music in there. I'm going to have to dead that. He's got that music in there, man. I'm going to have to kill that. But look up the parents patrick doctrine. Check that out. Read into it and see what it says. Now, even with the parents patrick doctrine, which basically says that the state has the right to make decisions on the public safety and stuff like that, or in so many words, or public interest or something like that, basically. And what I'll say is none of that passes the Constitution. The Constitution is the law of the land. none of it can get past the Constitution. Don't matter what act they put out. It doesn't matter what they do. The Constitution is the law of the land, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? The Divine Nine is a pledge to keep the secret. If you do so, then the Masons or other higher groups invite you to be initiated. Exactly. Yeah, then you get those TV deals. That's why when they say stuff like, Jamie Foxx, shout out to Super Sly 75, by the way. Check out his video on Jamie Foxx. He's been on that case very heavily. Jamie Foxx just made another appearance, and he's like, that is not Jamie Foxx is out of here. You know what I'm saying? My man's a victim of the Pope. He took the Pope because he felt as though he wanted to keep doing this Hollywood thing. And a lot of, Marvel basically set a Gestapo. It was like, if you don't take the Pope, you can't do no more Marvel movies. And I know the lady who was Shuri from the Black Panther, she quit at one point. And she was out of the Marvel universe. And I guess they went ahead and got her back in. And she went ahead and she acquiesced to the Pope. And then she took the role as the head for the Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? So that's how these things basically work. So yes, indeed, if you're not playing ball, you're not getting on. You might taste the fame and glory, but once you taste it, if you're not trying to play ball, if you ain't willing to sign that contract or do that ritual, you out of there. Gotta give up something to get something. And listen, I believe all they do is get you to put your social security number and stuff like that down and just tap into your social security account for you and give you benefits using your social security account. But like all of these, and this is another thing Super Sly put us on with too, Super Sly 75. None of these people that's supposed to be rich are actually rich. It's only illusion of wealth. And with that comes like, yo, organizations owning their houses and mansions and stuff like that. They're supposed to have all of their cars. You know, you play ball, they'll keep making the payments and all that on all your stuff. Stop playing ball, your stuff starts to go away. You know what I'm saying? Look at what happened with DMX. Yes, sir. New Jersey Republic here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I told you all they out there. If anything happens, we can help each other. Be a witness for court battles here in the state. Yep. All you need is 3. That's all you need. 3 witnesses. Where there's 3 witnesses in agreement, there's truth. That's simple. My man Martin know what he's talking about. They take oaths, which creates contracts in this life and the next. Precisely. It's an oath, right? They take it's a guarantee pretty much. It's an agreement they sign. I was talking to one of my nationals earlier, and they was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to get some information from the state's attorney, and they were playing games with him. And I said, Joe, the reason they do that is because, you know, it's like hot potato when it comes to responsibility. They play hot potato with it. I had to get some information from a little while back from a police department. And I'm trying to get the information. And the lady was like, yo, she wasn't really trying to give it to me. She was telling me what she didn't have. And I'm like, all right, well, how about the names and the badge numbers of such and such? And she wasn't trying to give me the names and all that. I'm like, okay, all right, well, look, you can be held responsible in place of those people if you like. You know, when you put it that way, now they got to give up the information. Even though with the Freedom of Information Act, you ain't supposed to have to twist their arm for that. You know, they're in direct violation for that. Of their own acts that they have to follow. Facts, the money represents a decimal at the hundreds value, so they're not rich. They just got hundreds of dollars. Right. Like, right. Listen, did you guys ever hear the story about what was it? I think it was TLC, right? TLC was broke, I think, when their second album came out. They were broke. They said, yo, they were $80,000 in debt. They didn't even have no money at all. They had no money. You know what I'm saying? They literally said that on the award show, and they got a lot of backlash for that. But people was like, how the fuck are they broke and they got songs all over the radio? It's a lot deeper than you guys think it is, or people think it is, man. It's a whole lot deeper. These people ain't rich. They just fronting like they are. They tempt you. Some can be bought. Some can't control their sexual desire. Regardless, they hold your secret as leverage. That's another fact. Do what we ask and we destroy your life of luxury, which they gave you. They also, and this, did you guys see the Matt? Y'all need to check out. It don't matter if you're into hip hop or if you're not into hip hop. Y'all need to check out My Expert Opinion. Okay, there's a podcast called My Expert Opinion, and it's a battle rapper named Math Hoffa. And this is a show right here in particular. This particular show I'm telling y'all about. Even people who not into hip hop, if y'all into rock music, metal, classical, if you watching this channel, it don't matter. You need to watch this episode, okay? It's an episode he did with a dude named Smart. And the dude named Smart was a producer, but he not like one of the mainstream producers. He's like, you know, kind of like he's on the scene, but he's not out in the face of the public for the most part. So he he goes into detail about what happens when you sign a record deal. He goes into detail. He like, yo, what they really mean by saying such and such, playing with you is playing with your butt. It was like, man was like, what? He was like, yo, let's put it out there. He started to go into it, bro. And he was like, yo, what they do is they make you they all right, so they put something in your drink or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll go ahead and do something like throw the camera on, you know what I'm saying, and have like some dude that move like that come in there with you, you know what I mean, and stuff happens. And then later on, they'll tell you, oh, we need you to sign this contract right here. You'd be like, yo, this is a bad contract. Oh, you don't want to sign the contract. Why don't you go ahead and play the video what he was doing? You know what I'm saying? And that's how they get him. You know, and watch that show. Watch that show. Smart was giving up the information, and I'm surprised that video didn't get pulled. But it's called My Expert Opinion, and the guy's name is Smart. Put in My Expert Opinion, Smart. It's going to be the most viewed video that he put out on that channel because some of the stuff that got put out there in that video, I was like, yo, that's crazy. The American State National Assembly is soon releasing a prepaid card credit card for debit. It's already been tested with success. Nice. You know what? Interesting thing. They've been talking about that for a while now, like 2 years now. That's interesting. What's good, Mike? What's good, man? Did we see this during the pandemic? So-called stars were scrambling, crying, and placing themselves online content. Yes, yes. Yo, that's another thing too. I saw A-listers doing all kinds of crap. Like, yo, what the hell are you doing this? I was watching some what the hell do we have? We had some, I think it was a Comcast package or something like that. And I don't watch TV, so I don't. TV's changed so much. I went back to look at it, and I'm like, yo, what the hell am I looking at? And they got like over 1,000 different channels, and they got one channel where it's specifically one thing you can watch. It's not just different kinds of stuff. Like, for instance, if you wanted to watch like America's Funniest Home Videos, you could watch that all day. You could watch America's Funniest Home Videos all day. You know what I'm saying? All night, all day. One channel, Bob Ross. If you wanted to watch Bob Ross, which Bob Ross is dope, don't get me twisted. But Bob Ross, if you wanted to watch his stuff, you could just watch Bob Ross all week. You ain't gotta watch nothing else. So he had this thing on this comedy channel, and I was watching some A-listers like, what is it, Tom Cruise, and they would have a bunch of A-listers, Angelina Jolie, doing these like comedy skits, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Why are they doing this? They usually don't do stuff like this. It was all kinds of weirdness, but 2020 was an interesting year. But yeah, they were doing weird stuff. He said they were crying and placing themselves online content to get by, but they're rich. Exactly. They were doing all of these things to try to stay afloat. And I'm like, yo, ain't y'all supposed to be heavy hitters and rich? Why the hell are y'all doing this goofy comedy? Yeah. I said booty breaking. Yeah, it is what it is, Chief. It is what it is, Chief. You know what I mean? I'm trying to watch the language. He said they broke Shia LaBeouf in like that. Damn. Crazy. Thank you, A6, for letting us know. For letting us use your platform to communicate. Oh, absolutely, man. Listen, bro. Absolutely. Also, you can come in the Telegram group too, man. I keep telling y'all that y'all can come in the Telegram group. I requested my county sheriff record oath of office. No reply. I'm going to Freedom of Information Act it. If they didn't give it to me, I'm going to make an affidavit of treason. Okay. That's one way to do it. It is what it is, man. Do what you got to do to put them in line. All right. Now let's talk about a sovereign city, shall we? Let's talk about a sovereign city. Let's talk about Slab City. How many of y'all heard about Slab City?
Hey guys, this is Ernie reporting for VBS from Imperial Valley. In the Toxic Piece, we focused on all the crazy environmental issues going on in the region, from the air pollution to the drastic bee die-off to the sewage-filled rivers and everything between. But during the shoot, we also met a bevy of characters from our buddy Allenstown and Slab City who are just as intriguing as all the eco problems.
Well, have you been out to Slabs?
It's the last free place.
Free place.
America, yeah.
It's isolation. It's desolation. It's not involved with the popular culture.
Everything here is hostile. The desert doesn't give you anything. It's treachery and it takes it away. You have to know what you're doing if you're going to survive in the desert or you'll die.
We thought it'd be fun to show you what a typical day is like in this bizarre stretch of area, loaded with tweakers, eccentrics, army vets, hippies, and just plain old fucking weirdos.
Welcome to California.
We're about to head into Slab City right now. The people there are really cool, but they really like it if you bring them beer and smokes. They like to party. I like to party too, so it goes hand in hand.
was originally designed by NASCAR for use in the pits and the garage areas, but it's eminently suitable to the environment out here at Slab City. So I just had to have one. It's called a cruising cooler, and I bought it from one of those outfitters catalogs.
Hey, can we take that into Nyland? Get some more beer?
Ernie, settle down. As Americans, we know how to design top shelf stuff. People have been living here for free since the late 40s. And at one time in the early 90s, the place was like a giant flea market. Believe it or not, this land belongs to the California State Teachers Retirement Pension Fund Management Association. Now, that's a long acronym. Yeah, it belongs to the state of California Teachers Union. It should make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside knowing that your tax dollars are being spent appropriately. Culturally, this is the farthest. If anybody's ever been to California and then go to Slab City, they'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. There is no California culture here at all. And by that I mean strip malls and apartment buildings and dune buggies and off-road racing and crowded freeways and filthy beaches and arrogant politicians. I like to call Slab City a high-tech hobo camp. You look in this little window here and you can see that the flame is burning. Well, you know it's on. And you open it up and reach in here. And you can feel this thing starting to get cold. I just replaced the propane this morning, so it takes a while. Then I use these other little propane bottles to run my heaters and my lanterns and stuff, and I fill them up off of that tank. So I have 2 of those and a bunch of those little green ones, and that's about all I need. Slab City has the same cross sections you would find in any so-called civilization. You know, you got really cool people, you got dumbasses, and you got all those in between. You know, we're no different from any other outfit that way. We just have fewer people, and we have a general consensus to live and let live, and to let each other alone, and to mind our own business. There's a lot of people that certainly have seniority that have been here for a very long time. But what we try to do is we try to avoid things like that. We try harder to be polite, perhaps, you know, than, say, New York City. Something like that. I moved out here because I like it.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's a good boy. And relax. Remember, you're amongst friends. This is a Western Diamondback. It is a neurotoxic, more than hemotoxic snake. And it kills more people in the United States than any other reptile. Up north, you'll see snakes. They have black splotches on here. This is part of what I'm trying to tell you. If you go up north and there's a snake and he's green, and this is red and there's yellow borders, it's a Mojave green. It's a 70% chance you're going to die if you get bit. I think it's 7 people out of 10. I mean, you're lucky if you live, because it goes right in and shuts you off. It's neurotoxic. It doesn't make a big bite. You don't think much of it, but it goes in there and it's death. It's in there shutting you off. I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. If I hated your guts, then I wouldn't wish that kind of death on you. If I was trying to extract information from you or something, I might use a snake. It's that psychological part. You know, like, where are the children? Where'd you hide them? You know, I'll get the information from you. Use your fears on you or something. I wouldn't wish it on someone. They have to be real serious. I was just one of those little kids, and my mom wouldn't let me have rattlesnakes. And then what happens after getting bit and being to all the hospitals and things, I learned to catch them and get them out of people's yards so people don't get hurt. So I could use the talent I learned from a lot of pain that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy for catching them and getting them out of the yard, and then I take them a mile or two away. See these bombs? See those bombs exploded? Look at them. If I get bombs, I take them and I call the fire chief. We get a hold of somebody if we can't handle it ourselves and get them and ask them to come and blow them up. Because there's a Marine base over here, and sometimes people go over to get bombs, sometimes bombs are over here. So what I'm saying is, the rattlesnake's just like one of those bombs. It's like a bomb right there, ready to go off. It can make you into a casualty. So what I'm saying is, those aren't some kind of toy. They're just like a hand grenade that somebody lobbed in the window, a landmine that you're about ready to step on.
Well, you are doing a good thing, capturing snakes so little kids won't get bit by them. I think that's an awesome thing.
I don't have no sympathy for these. All this is an hors d'oeuvre. When it gets right down to it, and I'm starving, and I'm dying, and I'm trying to survive, and I'm trying to get through because my foot's got a hole in it or something, and I gotta crawl. I'm gonna eat this son of a bitch, and I'm gonna crawl over and eat the man's butt, not yours, because the man's butt's got more meat to it. Chop off half of it, and eat it, and crawl down the road, eat that dog's butt.
Yo, did he just? I'm sorry, yo. Did my man just do a Fleece Johnson from Boondocks? I'm sorry. Did he literally just? I don't know, man. This guy seems like he's high as hell to me. You know what I mean? Maybe this is what you got to deal with if you're living in a sovereign state. You deal with people who act like this guy. You know what I mean? Who knows?
If you'll let me get away with it, survival. That's what I mean. Women's butt doesn't have no meat.
This
is the back side of Slab City right here, and it is home to a lot of older folk, and I like coming out here because it's like good scenic route. How you doing there, guy? Are you far from moving? How you doing there, my friend? It's mine. I traded my bus in, and I got this. Yeah, that's right. I just wanted to let you know that we've been playing a lot of music over there. And we have 3 new musicians, so come on by with, you know.
So in the evening,
Bring Susanna and, you know, come on by. And
what time in the evening after sundown?
well, anytime, really, just come on by if you see people there. And guess what? My dog had 4 puppies. I was gonna leave for Quartzsite today, but I can't go nowhere now.
No. That's good.
But,
Good.
you know.
That's a good reason to be here. Let's
Yeah.
check out the puppies.
Yeah, all pit bull, 2 boys and 2 females.
Well, let's get them sweet.
Yeah.
Sweeten them up.
Yeah, it's just the owners you got to worry about, you know.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
Onward, forward.
All right.
Happy 420.
This is it. It's my homestead. Been staying here for about 3 months. My friends LD and April let me move in over here, and I've been watching their spot from while they're gone throughout the week. And
Yo, y'all still with me? Y'all still with me?